You know that feeling, right? When your body feels great, your mind just clicks. It's clear, it's sharp. But let's be real. How often do we actually feel that way with our crazy busy lives? Well, today, we're going to dive into an ancient science that's designed for exactly that, getting your mind and body to work together perfectly.
I mean, does this sound familiar? I bet it does. In the world we live in, it's just so easy to feel completely overwhelmed. We're juggling a million things at once, and it can leave you feeling just drained and totally out of sync with yourself. It's a problem pretty much everyone is dealing with.
And what's so fascinating is that for this very modern problem, the answer might just be ancient. This quote here really nails it. It positions yoga as something way bigger than just a workout. It's a whole lifestyle, a science designed to fight back against the very stress we're all swimming in.
So yeah, let's unpack this. Let's really look at this ancient toolkit and see how it can help us handle the stuff we're facing today.
Okay, and this is the absolute key. We kind of have to rewire our brains about what yoga is. It is so much more than what you might see in a fitness class. Think of it as a complete instruction manual, a science and an art for living a genuinely happy and healthy life.
And to really get it, to really grasp the power of it, we have to look past the physical postures and explore the deep philosophy that it's all built on. So, at its very core, the word yoga literally means union. Simple, right? But it's a huge idea. It's all about creating harmony, connecting all the different parts of you, your body, your mind, and that deeper part of you, your soul. So they're all on the same team, working together. And this shows you just how complete this system really is. You can break it down into two sides. You've got the outer aspect, Vaiharang, which includes all the things we're more familiar with, the poses, the breathing exercises, and then there's the inner aspect, Antarang. This is all about mastering what's going on inside through things like concentration and meditation. See, it works on you from the outside in and the inside out.
So where does a journey like this even begin? The answer might actually surprise you. It doesn't start on a yoga mat. It starts with something you do every single day, eating. The yogic path puts a huge emphasis on what you eat.
I just love this quote because it's so direct. It's taking that old saying, you are what you eat, and leveling it up. It's not just about your body. The idea here is that what you put on your plate directly affects how clearly you think and even how good your memory is. So here's how they break it down. You've got sattvic foods, think fresh stuff like milk and sprouts. These are the good guys, they make your mind feel pure and calm. Then there are rajasic foods, like really oily or spicy stuff. They tend to make your mind feel restless and agitated. And finally, tamasic foods. We're talking leftovers, junk food. That's the stuff that makes you feel lazy and foggy. It's a pretty cool way to think about how your meals affect your mood, right?
All right, so we've got the right fuel. Now let's talk about the engine itself, the body. This is where we get into the stuff you're probably more familiar with, the asanas or postures and the super important practice of breathing.
Now, asanas are way more than just stretching. Yeah, they make you flexible and get your blood flowing, but they're also designed to tune up your entire nervous system, all the way up to your brain. When you do them regularly, they're like a protective shield against all sorts of common problems.
Let's take a super simple but crazy powerful example, Shavasana. Now I know, it just looks like you're lying down, but there is a whole system at work here. You're consciously, intentionally relaxing your body, bit by bit. And by doing that, you can literally fight anxiety, release tension, and even lower your blood pressure. It just goes to show you, sometimes the most powerful things we can do involve being completely still.
Okay, so from the physical body, we move to the energy that makes it all run. This is pranayama, or breath control. In yoga, your breath is basically the carrier for prana, this universal life force energy that's in everything.
And if you're wondering why there's so much focus on the breath, well, get this. This fact is just wild. Your brain needs 3 times more oxygen than the rest of your body. It's a total oxygen hog. So if you're not breathing properly, your brain isn't getting what it needs, and your whole system feels it. It's a huge deal.
You know, most of us have forgotten how to breathe the way we did when we were babies. It's all about breathing deep into the belly. When you inhale, your belly should expand, and when you exhale, it should fall back. And here's the absolute game changer. It's a two-way street. When your mind is calm, your breath is slow. But, and this is the magic part, you can consciously slow your breath down to make your mind calm.
And that leads us perfectly to the final piece of the toolkit. Once we've fed our body right and gotten our energy flowing, we can tackle the big one,
the practice of stilling the mind itself through meditation. I absolutely love this metaphor. It captures the whole point so beautifully. Most of the time, our minds are like a choppy lake, with waves of thoughts and feelings splashing all over the place. And when it's like that, you can't see anything clearly. Meditation is the practice of just letting those waters settle, letting them become still, so your mind can reflect reality, the sky, perfectly.
And in the end, this isn't just about relaxing for a few minutes. The real goal is so much bigger. It's about seeing things clearly, about realizing you're connected to everything, that whole union idea we started with, and finding a kind of peace that you can carry with you all the time.
So I know we've covered a lot of ground. Food, poses, breathing, meditation, but please don't let it feel overwhelming. The whole point is that this journey starts with just one tiny step. So I'll just leave you with this thought. What is one small thing? Maybe it's just eating one meal mindfully, or taking 5 deep breaths, or sitting in silence for 2 minutes. What's one small piece you could bring into your life starting right now?